To be completely fair, there could be some spoilers in this video, so if you haven't read the entire Hunger Games trilogy yet, I advise you to leave now. What's up guys, how are we doing today? So for these next couple of videos I did want to do kind of more tags for each of the series that I've read that I really enjoyed. Last one was Twilight, and today you can only guess. The Hunger Games, so be prepared, may the odds be ever in my favor. What is your favorite book in the Hunger Games trilogy? And by far, honestly, it is Catching Fire. One, because it threw more twists at you than even Mockingjay did, I personally thought, as a reader. You also get introduced to all the characters, but then you see like low points, high points, and of course Mockingjay is like all the low points. I feel like they got so much done though in Catching Fire to set up for the chaos that happens in Mockingjay, and I just thought it was really well written. How long would you last in the Hunger Games? I would love to say, oh, I would last forever, like, oh my gosh. To be fair, I may last like a week. I mean, reading the books help, like, you know what to do, what not to do. But honestly, I don't think I'm that strong to be able to just kill people. I don't think I would live very long. What is the strangest thing that you thought would happen in the book but didn't? Spoiler alert, one thing I honestly thought that was going to happen that didn't was I thought Gale was going to die at some point. I thought like the second that she got pulled out of the Hunger Games that something was going to happen, but then she's going to wake up and Gale was going to be dead and Peeta was going to be alive, and that was going to be like what was going to happen. Lo and behold, ooh, that went out and over the window. Who introduced me to the Hunger Games? Honestly, I can't remember. It was probably my mom. She loves to read books, and it was just one of like the popular series that I was like, I'm gonna read this, and I got hooked within the first few chapters, and so yeah. And I read the first book in 7 hours. I timed it. The second book I read in a period of 2 days because it was school, and then the third book I read in 2 days because it was school. Favorite moment that happened in the Hunger Games? Honestly, it's probably I have two. I have one in Catching Fire, and that's what us fans call the beach scene, which is like the cutest, most sweetest moment ever. And in the book, it's written differently, and I love the way it plays out in the book. It's just so sweet, and it's like, and then in Mockingjay is my second one, and it's kind of the moment where she's like talking with Finnick, and it's the part where he talks like he's tying his knots, and he says like the quote where like he can just fall apart so easily, and it was like the sweetest moment. Oh. Who is my favorite character? And honestly, I have two, and first one is Effie. Oh my gosh, I love her, and she kind of like goes in a roller coaster too. And the second one is Johanna Mason. They're just so not like complex characters, but they kind of bring something to the books and to the movies that definitely would not have been there if they both hadn't been created or been there. What district would I live in? I don't know all of them by heart, which is crazy because for the most part I do, but not really. I'd love to say I would live in District 2. That's kind of like party central. Then I'd I don't know, I'm not like farming. Maybe sewing, maybe the clothing one, which is District 7. What was the most emotional moment for you in the Hunger Games trilogy? Honestly, even though Prim dies, spoiler alert, that was like a paragraph where she dies and you have to reread it. But honestly, mine was probably when Finnick dies, because Katniss actually sees it, witnesses it, and then reminisces on it, and so she like is descriptive about what she feels like. Unlike in Prim's death, she just can't believe it and it's a paragraph, and this it's like 2 pages of her thoughts, and I was like crying. And this is the first time I really cried in a book. I didn't even cry at Rue's death. What item from home would you take as a token when you're in the arena? Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. Okay, here we are. There it is. This is a keychain that It's actually a keychain that I got from my grandpa after he died. We all kind of went through this stuff and I found it and I just kind of took it, and it has a G on it for George, which was his first name. What is the most evil plan that was made in the book? And honestly, this is the one that Katniss thinks too. It's the part where Coin wanted to send all of the capital kids and children back into the Hunger Games as punishment, which was like, what are you looking forward to most in the film? Spoiler alert. Probably the part where Katniss meets up Peeta for the first time after he's been hijacked, and he basically like tackles her and tries to kill her. And we've all seen like the pictures of it, and I'm kind of freaking out. And then the second part is after they escape from like the dressing shop, and they like escape under the hood and big coats and stuff with their weapons underneath. I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm excited for that. Who is your favorite villain in the trilogy? And my first thought is Coin, but I honestly probably just gonna go with President Snow, because he's already like evil at heart. But I think the way that Donald Sutherland just like played him in the movie, he seemed so evil, and it was amazing. Oh my gosh, kudos to him. Well, that is all the questions I have today for this tag. Like this video if you agree with me, like it if you don't agree with me, like if you like the movie, like if you like the book, like it anyway, subscribe to my channel. I have more videos coming out this week. I'm going to be doing more series like Tiffios, The Fault in Our Stars, which isn't technically a series, Divergent, many more to come. I love you all, bye, and may the odds be ever in your favor.